Cleveland Browns making a mistake by not announcing Baker Mayfield as their starter. What is going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL with NFL season right here basically upon us because preseason's going on. And before we know it, the regular season will be here, and I love it, folks. Football season is back. I can't even talk, but I'm so glad. And as you guys know, if you guys are new to the channel, maybe you don't know, a lot of football content is going to be coming on this channel, both from a real football perspective and a fantasy football perspective. So make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. And speaking of fantasy football, real quick before we get into today's topic, if you guys want to play me in fantasy football, I am doing my official yearly 5 Sports Talk Fantasy Football League. So it is first come, first serve. I will leave the link down below for that if you guys want to join me and go up against me. It's a 20-man league, so I'm going to try to fill up the league as quick as possible. With that being said, let's get to today's topic, talking about the Browns quarterback situation between Baker Mayfield and Tyrod Taylor. Who the hell should the Browns start? That's the question, who should the Browns start? But really, it's not even a competition in terms of how the Browns feel, and that is Tyrod Taylor is their starter. He is going to be starting week 1. He took the first team reps in the first preseason game, and Hugh Jackson loves him, and he really didn't do anything in that first preseason game for them to, sort of doubt and go back on that statement. With that being said, Baker Mayfield was very impressive in his preseason debut as well. And we could talk about the numbers, honestly, because, Tyrod was perfect from the field, had a touchdown. Baker had some great throws, really, and he had 2 touchdowns. But I don't even want to talk about the numbers, even though I am a numbers guy. What I want to talk about is the fact that this old school mentality thinking of you have to wait your turn. No, you don't, okay? And you guys can guess where I'm going with this. If I'm the Browns, I start Baker Mayfield week 1. Here's why, okay? And just so you guys know, hindsight is in 2020, and I'm not just saying this for Baker Mayfield. I'm a Bears fan, if you guys don't know, and I said the same thing about Mitch Trubisky last year when the Bears drafted him with the 2nd overall pick when they traded up to get him from number 3, and they signed Mike Glennon. And I said, just because you signed the guy and then you get the number 1 or a high draft pick, and we're talking about the number 1 overall pick here in Baker Mayfield. Mitch Trubisky was the number 2 overall pick, so Baker Mayfield was even a higher draft pick. Just because you signed a guy, you lock yourself up and say, oh no, we have to start him because we signed him and we're paying him all this money. I get that. I get the money part, but the fact that just because you signed him, I mean, if opportunity knocks, are you not going to take it? Because to me, the only reason Mitch Trubisky didn't start from day 1 last year is because the Bears gave that albatross, that atrocious contract to Mike Glennon, which I knew was a big mistake, and so did every other Bears fan with a brain, okay? And it took a couple of damn games to get Mike Glennon out of there so we could see Mitch, and now we know that Mitch Trubisky is the quarterback of the future for the Bears. And I'm afraid that's exactly what's going to happen with the Cleveland Browns. You're going to have to wait like 3-4 meaningless games before Baker Mayfield gets to be the starter when he could have used those 4 games as more experience for him. Now, again, a couple of different scenarios different here with Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, he is significantly better than Mike Glennon. I agree with that. But the fact still remains, he is Tyrod Taylor. He was a free agent for a reason. Buffalo didn't even want him, and they had a guy who threw 5 picks in 1 game. That's who Tyrod Taylor was benched for, okay? So, I'm not saying Tyrod Taylor is awful, but again, we're not talking about Tyrod Taylor as a franchise quarterback here. And again, even if he does win a few games, what's going to happen? He's not the future of your team. Go ahead and start the guy. And last but not least, he is the number 1 overall pick, okay? You have to start the number 1 overall pick. I would understand if it was like a 3rd round, 4th round pick. You're like, okay, this is a guy who can, you can use to grow a little bit. But no, you invested a number 1 overall pick in Baker Mayfield, and he absolutely should be starting. That is my stance on it. Like I said, I was the same way with the Bears last year and Mitch Trubisky, so I'm the same way this year. I think the Browns are making a mistake by starting Tyrod Taylor. I think Baker Mayfield is going to be their guy from day one. I believe in Baker Mayfield. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I certainly think he's going to be better than Tyrod Taylor, and he is going to be the answer long term. And even if he's not, you get a shot to know if he is by starting him instead of Tyrod Taylor. There's just more upside. That's just what I think, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. That's fine. We can disagree. We can debate. Let's talk about it. With that being said, if you guys, again, have not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Turn on post notifications. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.